always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
Before we start with our new lesson, I need to remind you about our health policies on safe and secure learning environment. We need to wear a mask, both the learner and the teacher. Then we have social distance and wash your hands. Uses appropriate graphs to represent organized data, pie chart, or circle graph and pictograph. Attention. The greater is the circle of light, the greater is the boundary of the darkness by which it is confined. By Joseph Priestley. Test. Multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. Number 1. It is the intersection of graph of the set of chords of a circle. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, line graph. Letter C, pictograph. Letter D, circle graph. Number 2. It is usually used to easily show the results of an investigation in a proportional manner. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, line graph. Letter C, pictograph. Letter D, circle graph. Number 3. To find the number of degrees in making a circle graph, we multiply the percent by letter A, 360. Letter B, 36. Letter C, 3 6/10. Letter D, 0 and 36 hundredths. Number 4. It used picture symbols or icons are used to represent values. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, line graph. Letter C, pictograph. Letter D, circle graph. Number 5. On a pie graph, how many degrees represent 25%? Letter A, 45 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 120 degrees. And letter D, 180 degrees. So we'll have our answer. For number 1, we have letter D. Number 2, we have letter D. Number 3, letter C. Number 4, letter C. And for the last number, we have letter B. And to recall, we need to put a name regarding the given pictures. We have the first picture. So, what is the picture? The picture is a line graph. How about in the picture below? That is a multiple line graph. In the next picture above, that is a bar graph, a vertical bar graph. How about the picture below? We have a multiple bar graph or a multiple vertical bar graph. We have the next picture. So, what is the given picture? That is a histogram. How about in the last picture below? We have, it has something to do with cumulative frequency less than. That is an ogive. Did you get the correct answer? Very good. Let's clap our hands. Circle graph or pie chart. A circle graph is the intersection of graph of a set of chords of a circle. That is, it is an undirected graph whose vertices can be associated with chords of a circle such that the two vertices are adjacent if and only if the corresponding chords cross each other. A circle graph or a pie chart is used to visualize information and data. A circle graph is usually used to easily show the result of an investigation in a proportional manner. The arcs of a circle graph are proportional to how many percent of population gave a certain answer. It's an example of a circle graph or pie chart. So we have the circle graph, we have the percentage, then we have the different color, which is represented as the legend of the given circle graph. Step in constructing a circle graph. Number 1. Collect the data for the circle graph and write in tabular form. So we have the given data. For science, we have 18, MAPE, 14, Math, 10, English, 8. Step 2. Add all the values in the table to get the total. So we have 18 plus 14 plus 10 plus 8, which is equal to 50. Step number 3. Divide its values by the total and multiply by 100% to get the percent. This is 18 over 50 times 100%, that is equal to 36%. 14 over 50 times 100 is 28%. 10 over 50 times 100 is 20%, and 8 over 50 times 100 is 16%. Now we need to find the total of 36% plus 28% plus 20% plus 16%, and that is equal to 100%. So, step number 4, multiply the result by 3.6 to get the degrees, since the circle is equal to 360 degrees. So we have 36%. So 36 to be multiplied by 3.6, the answer is 129.6 degrees. For the next, so we have 28 times 3.6, that is 100.8 degrees. We have 20 times 3.6, 20 times 3.6 is 72 degrees. 16 times 3.6, that is 57.6 degrees. And we need to find the total of all the degrees. It must be equal to 360 degrees. Step number 5. Draw the circle graph using a protractor and any coloring materials and indicate the legend for the colors in the graph. So we have our title here. We have the circle graph. So we have for English, for science, for math, for MAPE, with the corresponding percentage. Below are the legend or the color which represent the given circle. So we need to complete the table. First, we need to find the percent. That is 24 over 80 times 100. That is equal to 30%. 20 over 80 times 100. That is 25%. 16 over 80 times 100. That is 20%. 12 over 80 times 100. That is 15%. And 8 over 80 times 100. That is 10%. Then we add all the percent. It is equal to 100%. Now we need to find the degrees. We need to multiply the percent by 3.6. 30 times 3.6, that is 180 degrees. 25 times 3.6, that is 90 degrees. 20 times 3.6, that is 72 degrees. 15 times 3.6, that is 54 degrees. 10 times 3.6, that is 36 degrees. Then we find the sum of all the degrees. That is equal to 360 degrees. We are now ready to make the circle graph or the pie chart. Sometimes you can put the percentage outside the circle, and sometimes you can put it inside the circle. So we have the dogs 30%, cat 25%, birds 20%, bees 15%, others 10%, and we have our region for the color, no? Another way of making a circle graph or pie chart is to put the percentage and the label outside the circle. Do not forget to put a title and put a legend, the color that represent the dogs, the cat, the birds, the bees, and others. Presentation of the graph. We have this circle graph, and we need to answer the following problem. Now ready to interpret the given circle graph. What is the circle graph about? The circle graph is about the music preference of 7 Adelpha. Number 2, how many sectors is the graph? There are 5 sectors in the graph. Number 3, which type of music do students prepare most? So our answer is students prepare rock and roll music. Number 4, list the categories of the graph from least to greatest. List, we have the country, classic, love song, rap, and rock and roll. What is the circle graph about? The circle graph is about the favorite movies of Mr. Clue's class. Number 2, how many sectors are the graph? There are 5 sectors in the graph. Number 3, which movie do Mr. Clue's class prepare most? The answer is Mr. Clue's class prepares comedy movies. Which movie do Mr. Clue's class prepare least? The answer is fantasy movies. What percentage of the class prepare drama movies? So the answer is 20% of the class prepare drama movies. Generalization. What is a circle graph? Tito, can you answer the problem? Very good, Tito. A circle graph is the intersection graph of a set of chords of a circle. A circle graph is usually used to easily show the results of an investigation in a proportional manner. Good job, Tito! We need to construct a circle graph on the favorite sports of students. We will try to answer the problem by making a circle graph or a pie chart. Bernard Allen, can you answer the problem? Show your work. Here is the work of Bernard with the title, the label and percent, and we have the legend. Good job, Bernard Allen! Interpreting graph. What is the circle graph about? The circle graph is about Catherine's expenditures for a month. Number 2, how many sectors are the graph? There are 5 sectors in the graph. How much money did she spend for food? 20,000 times 40%. The answer is 8,000. How much money did she spend for savings? 10% of 20,000. That is 2,000. What percentage of money was spent for rental? So we have rental. The answer is 15%. Pictograph. Another way of presenting numerical value is through the use of pictograph. In this type of graph, picture symbols or icons are used to represent values. Each figure is considered a unit representing a definite number. The advantage of using a pictograph is that it is easy to read. This is an example of pictograph wherein one symbol is represented as 2. Step in making a pictograph. Number 1, collect data and round up the numbers in the given data into a convenient figures. Number 2, select the most appropriate symbol. Number 3, figure out how much one symbol will represent. Number 4, draw the graph. Repeat the symbol as many times to show the size of each group. And number 5, write the scale and title of the graph. Step in making a pictograph. Collect data on the favorite pets of students. This is our data. Number 2, select the most appropriate symbol. We use the symbol as the number of animals. Number 3, figure on how much one symbol will represent. One symbol will represent 2 animals. Number 4, draw the pictograph. This is our pictograph. And the last, do not forget to write the legend. So, one symbol stands for 2 books. Number of books read by grade 7 students. Collect the data on the number of books read by grade 7 students. We have for 7 Adelpha 9, 7 Dahlia 15, 7 Gladiola 6, 7 Yasmin 12. You will notice that all the numbers are multiples of 3, so one symbol can represent as 3. To select the most appropriate symbol, our symbol is a book. Number 3, figure out how much one symbol will represent. Each book stands for 3 books. Then, number 4, draw the pictograph. So we have Adelpha. Since one book is represented by 3, Adelpha 3, 6, 9. For Dahlia, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. For Gladiola, 3, 6. For Jasmine, 3, 6, 9, 12. This is a representation of a pictograph. Each ball pen stands for 6 balls. How many students like English? 1, 2, 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 students like English. How many students like social studies? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 students like social studies. How many students like mathematics? 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 students like mathematics. How many students like science? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 students like science. To generalize again. What is a pictograph? Mary Rose, can you answer the problem? Very good, Mary Rose. Pictographs use picture and symbol or icons to represent values. Kaban of rice sold in Aling Sonia's store. So 1 kaban of rice sold in Aling Sonia's store. So 1 sack is represented as 1 kaban. So 5 kaban, so 5 sack. So Tuesday, 2 kaban. Wednesday, 4.5 kabans. And Thursday, we have 3 kabans. So for Monday, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 kabans. Tuesday, 2 kabans. Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 half, 4.5 kabans. And for Thursday, we have 3 kabans. Goods sold in the grocery. 1 cart is represented as 2 goods. For canned goods, we have 10. Bags of rice, 12. Medicine pack, 6. Water bottles, 12. And packs of noodles, 14. Since 1 cart means 2 goods, canned goods, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Bags of rice, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Medicine packs, 2, 4, 6. Water bottles, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Packs of noodles, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Data. So we have 1 car means 5 cars. So we need to interpret the following data. We will now answer the problem. How many cars were washed on different days? Since 1 is represented as 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. The answer is 100. On which day were the maximum number of cars washed? Maximum, that is Friday. On which day were the minimum number of cars washed? Minimum, Thursday. How many more cars were washed on Friday than Thursday? This is for Thursday. This is for Friday. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the answer is application in real-life situation. Circle graphs showcase numerical information in an easy-to-understand manner. Pictographs can be used primarily for making early learners associate objects with numbers. They help in visually formatting statistical data. They help in representing the data visually interesting and easy to understand. They can be useful for representing a large amount of data. In real-life situation, we have a pizza pie. How can we apply our knowledge of circle graph in other subject areas? TLE in serving the food. Since there are 8 members in the family, the pizza is divided into 8 equal parts. In business, in dividing the income. Statistics, in presenting the data. So we have the pictures of Itas, our aborigines, and we have the pizza pie. We have the question, how many children are there in the picture? Can you answer it, Cecil? Very good, Cecil. The answer is 6. There are 6 children in the picture. We have the next question. We need to divide the pizza into how many equal parts? Rose, can you answer the problem? Very good, Rose. The answer is 6. How about in the last problem? 1 part is how many degrees? Teresa, can you answer it? The answer is 60 degrees. Multiple choice. Write the letter of the correct answer on a sheet of paper. Number 1. It is the intersection graph of the set of chords of a circle. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, circle graph. Letter C, pictograph. Letter D, line graph. Number 2. It is usually used to easily show the result of an investigation in a proportional manner. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, circle graph. Letter C, pictograph. Letter D, line graph. Number 3. To find the percent in making a circle graph, divide the given by the total and then multiply it by blank. Letter A, 1%. Letter B, 10%. Letter C, 100%. Letter D, 1000%. Number 4. It used picture symbols or icons are used to represent values. Letter A, bar graph. Letter B, circle graph. Letter C, line graph. Letter D, pictograph. For the last number, on a circle graph, how many degrees represent 50%? Letter A, 45 degrees. Letter B, 90 degrees. Letter C, 120 degrees. And letter D, 180 degrees. For our answer, number 1, letter B. Number 2, letter B. Number 3, letter C. Number 4, letter D. And for the last number, we have letter D. Before we end, we'll have a quotation. It is easier to square the circle than to get round a mathematician, by Augustus de Morgan. Thank you for watching.